And the next voice you hear after this little bit of music will be that of SOTU. Thank you, Josh. Here we go. So I realize that we've been talking around and about the wild card, but, and I put it...
But you're the wild card. That's what we're trying to tell you. You, as physical individuals, are manifestations of the divine desire to give a species the ability to manifest out of thin air. Why do you think they keep doing all these experiments on you? They keep trying to find your emotions. They keep trying to find your soul. They keep trying to find the lenses that, when we talk of the dynamic of lenses of belief, we are talking about a metaphor. There's no real lenses.
Right. There's nothing physical here. It's all emotional.
It's all emotional. That's right. And you, as physical beings, translate that pure emotional energy of the divine. Well, look at how it's defined. It's defined as love, isn't it?
Yes.
So what is love? Love is that pure dynamic of manifestation, that pure dynamic of creation. Ooh. It's just raw material. That's all it is. God has no judgments. Why would you?
Oh, well. Do you want to go down that rabbit hole?
Because otherwise we'd each be creating the reality we wish.
Exactly. We're back to the garden and the metaphor and original sin and judgments we hold about ourselves.
Correct.
So the wild card, in a way, is us lifting those judgments we have.
Well, for sure.
About ourselves.
About yourselves and others.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and it's real simple, the beliefs. They're either better thans or less thans. These dynamics are either telling you you're better than someone else or that you're less than someone else or something else.
So this beginning upcoming fight, in a way, if we get into it, we're playing into the better than, less than. We're playing into a divided energy. And from that divided energy, even within ourselves, we cannot manifest as easily, as cleanly out of thin air.
It's a dynamic of paradox, And let's just take the understanding of paradox. And right now you've got a political paradox. Now, paradoxes are most simply understood with two ends. And so in yesterday's presentation, we were talking about the dynamic of Republican and Democrat, because that is the most easy dynamic of divide right now. But then you also have the anarchists, and you also have those that aren't involved at all, what we call the normies. Folks like that, so there's all of these little subgroups, but they can basically be divided into one side or the other. One side which is a dynamic that is caring and compassionate, and the other side which uses comparison and competition.
Well, you did bring that up yesterday.
Well, but it's the easiest way to divide the dynamic. It's overly simplistic, yes, but first you have to look at what's the bigger picture. Paradox exists on a linear timeline. It can almost be pictured as the two extremes at the far end of a linear plane.
Like
right?
a football field,
right.
Two goalposts.
Right, when you can say, and you have them judged. Doesn't matter which side you're on, you have one judged as good and the other judged as bad. Or one judged as good and one judged as evil. Or one judged as godlike and another as Satan-like.
Right.
All right. Whatever the division that you're using in that sort of way, But that's the paradox, okay? now, the way you begin to solve paradox exists in a linear timeline, which is an illusion where one moment follows the other. Okay? That's what you feel, you experience in your physicality, that linear timeline. But in fact, all time is instantaneous and is quantum. So, as long as you're locked in the linear timeline, you're locked into a dynamic of either or, good or bad.
Which is automatically a comparison.
There's absolutely a comparison, all right? But again, comparison is not necessarily all bad, because what you're finding is that there's truth and lies in both points of view. Now, you already believe the truths in your own point of view.
Sure.
Okay?
Right.
But you don't necessarily believe the lies. So in your own point of view, you have to begin to search for the lies. You have to begin to search for what is truth and what is not truth. And when you find something that is not true, even though it may be a part of your foundational belief system, you must be willing and objective enough to be able to look at that and say, oh, crap, whoops, that wasn't true, and remove that from your dynamic of thinking. Then you need to also look at the other side. And you need to, and you know what you think are the lies
from the
other side.
Right.
Right? Well,
of course, yes.
So
look at that person. They're so full of blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, and then you have to, go look for the truth.
Truths. So look for...
Now, wait, as you begin to do this, as you begin this dynamic of this exercise, what you begin to do is you begin to pull pieces of the truth out of the linear timeline. And you begin to take the lies and reject them entirely. And as you do that, as you gain more and more understanding of both ends of the paradox, of the whole timeline, you begin to rise to a third position that is quantum in its experience, a third position that we call knowing. Now, knowing comes after identity, but, you know.
Right. But it's nice to know there's a map moving forward.
Well, there is a map, and it's not that complicated, to be honest about it. It is an understanding of knowing where the situation is for you, and how and why it's manifesting the way it is. And so, yeah, we are saying to you, stay out of the fight. Don't allow yourself to be triggered. We're not going to push the trigger button. Do not allow yourself to be polarized. Do not allow yourself to be sucked into the divisiveness. Walk away if that's what you need to do. Walk away if that's what you need to do.
Okay.
Right?